Welcome back to class. This recorded lecture is the setup and initial takeoffs for the exteriors takeoffs assignment. So I've got one of the pages open, but let me show you where to get the file. So the file is this 5plex B bid set arch file right here from the files in the modules under the home menu. So download that, save that somewhere to your computer. Remember if you're moving to computers and stuff, you need to save that file somewhere where you can access it from another computer. So the file is an entire set of architecturals for this 5plex that we've been using for the takeoff. We did the footing and foundation on this previously, but this is the architectural set. So we're starting in the exteriors, and I'm on page 16 of 30. Now, the goal of this lecture is to try and improve our speed with Bluebeam on our takeoffs. So we're looking to make a tool chest, and the tool chest is we need to put in our tool chest. Look at the assignment. We're trying to do these brick, stucco, fiber cement, the windows, roof membrane, deck coatings. So we're going to make tools for our tool chest for those right there. And then the first thing you remember is to set the scale. So I'm going to go do that first. It's in the menu for the measurement tool. I have it docked to my right hand. I'm checking that it says 3/16. I have it preset at 3/16 over there. And then there's a couple benchmarks showing the floor elevation. So the finished floor elevation of level 1 is, or the main floor is 100. And then the architect's got the upper floor at 110 feet 2 3/4 inches. And it's actually dimensioning out incorrectly. So it's saying that there's 13 feet 7 3/4 inches between those, but it should have only read 10 feet 2 3/4 inch. So the scale is off. I know that the scale is off. That's one of the problems of this set of drawings, and you're going to see a lot of problems in these set of drawings as you try and do it. That's why I think this is a good exercise, because sometimes you're doing estimating and the drawings aren't right or something's wrong. And so one of the things you need to start doing is making a list of the things that you know are wrong. So right here, I've made what you need to build. And so that's the first step on, I'm just going to erase it and then we'll start over. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put 5 area measurements with no subject and no label. So I'm going to clear the subject and label, and then, I guess the volume, we're not using it, so it won't matter. And then I'm just going to go make 5 random shapes with whatever colors that I've been using for a while. And it doesn't matter what the shape is. It doesn't matter what the size is. All you're trying to do is get 5 of them on your screen. And then put 5 length measurements on your screen. It doesn't matter what the length is. You're not trying to marry it up with anything. It just doesn't matter at all. All you're trying to do is get 5 on your screen. And I'm going to put one on top of the other because I'm trying to organize. Do you see the yellow block? Brick, stucco, fiber cement, roof membrane, deck coatings. That's what I'm trying to put in my tool chest. So now I've selected that box, the first one, the first area measurement. And in the subject, I'm just using the subject of exterior. And then I'm using the label of brick. And so definitely make the subject exterior and the label brick, and then just choose the colors. And my normal strategy is just to either go up or down or left to right on some colors. So I'm just going to go to this, I don't know, peach color. So now I've set a unique color for that one. And I've set the subject for it, so I'm going to the next one. And this one's exterior, and the next one down stucco, right? So I'm just making label, a subject and label, and then a unique coloring code to it. And so I'm just going to go, I used that orange color this time, I'm going green, just one box to the right. So now I need fiber cement. So I'm selecting that using the obviously, I think it's obvious, I hope, that I'm in the properties cog on the right hand panel. That's where I have my properties. And I'm just using, whoops, I typed that in the subject. I wanted that to be exterior. And then the label is going to be fiber cement. Okay. So I'm done with 3 of them. I need to change the color there. But all I'm doing, again, to rehash what I was doing, I just put 5 area measurements down. And all I'm doing right now is making them unique. I'm just making my, uh, what will become the takeoff tool to be able to do the rest of it. So that was needed to be membrane, and just change the color real quick in the properties cog. Okay, one more to go. I need deck coatings. All right, now that I've got 5 unique shapes, all with brick, stucco, fiber cement, I'm going to show you this format painter tool. It's in the edit menu if you don't have it. If the format painter tool is not highlighted, do you see how it's not highlighted? It's not selectable right now. You can't really do anything with it. First, you select the markup that you want to copy the properties of. Then select the Format Painter tool. Then click on the markup that you want to apply the properties to. Touch the Escape key, go to the next one, and repeat the process. Select the markup, select the Format Painter tool, click on the one that you want to apply the properties to. Hit Escape, then repeat. So hit Escape, click on the one that you want to copy the properties of, click the Format Painter tool, click on the one that you want it to be that color of. So just that same process over and over again is all I'm doing. Go ahead and mess around with the Format Painter tool. You'll get used to it. Now it's time to modify the subject and label of the length measurements. We're going to make it so that it is brick. And then the next one, the green one, is stucco. So it's exterior stucco. So I'm going to change the length measurement to exterior. The label then needs to be stucco. And I'm just going to do that to the remaining length measurements real quick. Just have them match. I need one for brick, one for stucco, one for fiber cement, one for roof membrane, and one for deck coatings. Nearly done here. And one more length measurement to modify. Whoops, I missed it. Didn't click it. So I've got every line item in there. I've got an area measurement and a length tool for all of them. Okay, now I'm gonna. What I need to do is actually show you how to create that tool chest right there. So I'm gonna go delete my tool chest and recreate it. All right, so I'm in the manage tool set, so kind of start over. So you go up to you open the tool chest in one of your panels. So left click at the top of the tool chest, hit the manage tool chest, and then you come in here, say add new, and I don't know why I can't spell my name, but just type in your name and exterior takeoffs. You can name them whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, but for the sake of what we're working on now, I'd like it to show that it's your work, so put your name on it. And you can leave all the options alone. And then it'll ask you where to save it, and it automatically puts it in a location that works, so don't change that. And then just say okay, and now you have Michael's Exteriors Takeoffs tool in the tool chest. The next thing to do is just to literally right click on each of those markups, scroll down to add a tool chest, and it's going to start adding them to the Michael's exterior tool sets. And you can see those on the left as I continue to do this. All I'm doing is right clicking on top of the markup. All right, and then I'm on the length one, right click, add a tool chest, choose the correct one. Just going through all of them right there. And you're seeing them being added to the left there on the Michael's exterior takeoff. All right, here's the last one. Okay, so now they're showing up over here. I want it to look at detail mode, so that's easier for me to see. Subject, label, that's what we want. Now, what it's doing is it's making an exact shape of the shape and color of all my blocks there, all my not my block, but my markups, all my area measurements and all my length measurements are now exactly on there. But I want to switch them to properties mode. So watch what happens as you choose this tool. Instead of it bringing in the exact shape and area, now it's letting me free draw with that specific attribute of exterior and brick. See, that one right now is not on the properties, and I click on it and it's just bringing in the exact shape. But if I right click on it and say properties mode, and then I use that, it's now going to be in that free draw mode, which is what I want. I want it to be in a free draw mode, not in the preset. Let me show you what it looks like with the length measurement. So the length measurement for brick is coming in exact length that I chose when I arbitrarily put that measurement down, but I don't want that. I want it to be like free drawn, not done. So switch it to the properties mode. All you're doing is right clicking on it. And now you can see like it's making me define the points to measure from. And that's what I want. I want it to be in that free draw mode. I don't know that I'm using the right term there. They actually called it, I think they called it the properties mode, but it's a right click menu, properties mode. Right click on top of the one you want, change it to properties mode. Right click menus, change it to properties mode. And so I'm just doing that over and over and over again. Excuse me. All right, I'm just going to get rid of those, and I'm going to show. So we want the takeoff to look like the left, but the right hand side isn't done. So I'll just do that real quick. So now I can see that it's brick on the first floor on that first unit, and so I'm going to recommend it'll make sense in a second. Just do one one unit. You could go to there, or you could go all the way across to that location. So now I've got all that brick. I'm hoping you remember this tool, but maybe I didn't show it to you. It's polygon cutout. See, it's in the measurements tool set. It's under area. So I've not got my square foot for the brick right there. And with any other tool in Bluebeam, you can, like anytime you do it, you just want to modify something. I've messed up where I clicked on that a little bit. So it's just selecting it and move the nodes around to be able to get back to where it needs to be how precise you want it to be. It doesn't have to be super precise, but the precision is always a question. How precise do you want to be? But this is a good opportunity just to show you that you can move your polygon cutouts out. Okay, so I just used one of my tool chest exterior brick, and it already comes in with the subject and label of brick, right? So I don't have to put that in again. And you can see down here on the drawings that it's called for brick. This area right here is called for stucco. So just choose the exterior stucco area. And this one, it's hard to see where the corner is, so I have to kind of guess where it is. Okay, now I've got the stucco area for that. I've got brick again right there. All right, that upper area is the siding, so that's what we're calling fiber cement. This one I'm going to not draw a rectangle, I'm going to trace around it. All right, so I've got all these areas. Obviously, I haven't cut out the windows individually. So now I'm going back to my area tool, polygon cutout, and I'll just do them all real quick. And I'm cutting out for the door and the window. All right, hoping that you saw relative to how to do the footing and foundation takeoff, that if you create your tool chest in advance, you can actually do some takeoffs pretty dang quickly. So the next sort of what's the right word I want to use? I don't know if it's a trick, but skill set to use to be able to quickly do your takeoffs is to copy and paste it. So now that I've got just one townhome done, I'm copying and pasting it over to the next one, and I'm just sort of moving it into the right spot. Now I've got two, so I'm going to select both of them again, and there's a shortcut to copy, and it's a hold down the control key. So I've done that this time, and I need the screen to move over a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I've now done my takeoff for my exteriors, at least the areas. And I wasn't super detailed. Could have argued that I missed some things, which I definitely have, but that wasn't the point of me recording this stuff. I was just trying to show you how to do it. So you need to be more detailed. In fact, you can see that I missed some masonry right there. And so that needs to be fixed. But for the point of this lecture, I'm not going to do that. Try and tune this up. It'll take a little bit too long. So what I want to show you though is that we need to figure out, yeah, we'll fix this one real quick, at least that area. But there's a return wall right here. And so if I'm thinking that my area measurement's good, I'm missing a return wall there and there. And so I'm going to split my screen and try and show you what that's doing here. So you have a full set of documents, full set of architectural drawings, and I want to switch that to the floor plan mode. Okay, so I've got level 1 here, and do you see that right along where my mouse is there, that wing wall returns back, but there's no elevation view for us to be able to use an area measurement on. So we'd have to use a length measurement and then apply a wall height to it, and then we could calculate the square footage of it or an area. So in order to do that, we need to add another column in our markups list, and I will do that in the next lecture, show you how to do that, and we'll see you in the next one.